So our second game today sees Venda take on MontyPeculiar. Venda in white, MontyPeculiar in blue. Redmond in possession for Venda. Runs down the right wing. Goes past the first man. Second man comes to him. Goes inside to Kennedy. Kennedy inside to Fellaini. Fellaini looks for Campbell, but Coleman intercepted that well. He plays it up to Ricky Lambert, but Evans gets there first. Kennedy flicks it on. Origi's beaten to the ball now, but now it comes to Campbell, the left wing off Venda. Infield to Fellaini, preferred to Toure these days. It's going to drop to Campbell first time, wide. Forced a goal kick for MontyPeculiar. Key nods it back to Redmond. Redmond to Kennedy. Oh, there's a through ball on here. Kennedy finds is that a foul? Not given. Campbell goes it alone. Still Campbell. Hart tips it away. Back to Anya, the left back. Anya looks for Redmond, but Sarko nods it out. Key to Campbell. That's too hard for Anya. He's not going to get there. Hart goal kick for MontyPeculiar. Fellaini, lovely cushion little header to Origi. Origi tackled by Reed. Davis back to Sarko. Sarko to Coleman. Coleman looks for Lambert. Van Dijk intercepts though. Van Dijk plays it up to Kennedy. Two men come to Kennedy. Cresswell beats Redmond to the ball there. Lambert flicks it on, but that's going straight to Venda and Evans. Evans plays it to Doyley. Doyley still playing right back, even though Zabaleta's back from suspension. I did wonder if this might happen. Reed tackles Kennedy well, and Davis now has it for Monty. He gives it to Hazard down the left wing. Still Hazard. Ball in. Forster tips it over. And that's a corner. Cresswell takes it. Oh, just wide. Corner for Venda now, taken by Van Dijk, the centre-back, surprisingly. You'd have thought they had better options than that. They'd want his height. Reed looks for Lambert. Lambert beats Anya. There's a man coming on the right. Oh, Coleman was looking for overlap. Goes to Hazard instead, though. Hazard. Oh, he finds the gap and he scores. MontyPeculiar 1, Venda 0. Eden Hazard. Much free kick for Monty. Sarko. Cresswell. Fellaini intercepts that though. Beats Lambert to the ball. He gives it to Kennedy. Out to Redmond on the right wing. Redmond bursts forward. Beats one man. That was much. Cross comes in. Drops to Origi. Origi equalises. Great goal. Beautiful work by Nathan Redmond. Origi scores it. 4th of the season, I think. Cresswell thrown for Monty. Lambert. Tackled by Key. Kennedy comes away with it. Kennedy plays it long, but that's going straight to MontyPeculiar. Reed specifically. Infield to Davis. Davis, optimistic, forced to hold that comfortably. Forster plays it long. Cresswell thrown for Monty. Hazard. Back to Coleman on the edge of the area. Coleman, shots blocked down there. Campbell comes away with the ball. Venda are breaking. Campbell, the left winger. On the other flank, Redmond screaming for it, wide right. Campbell plays it in. Redmond comes across. Drops to Fellaini. Fellaini shoots. Hart tips it round a post. Campbell's going to take the corner. Out by Reed. Campbell to Key. So Van Hinkel hasn't been able to get back in this Monty team, even though he's fit again. This is Fellaini. Origi. To Fellaini. Good ball to Anya, wide on the left. Anya gets the cross in. Nodded away by Cresswell. He beats Redmond in the air. Hazard plays looking for Lambert. Lambert on the counter-attack from MontyPeculiar. Tackled by Evans. Drops to Much though. Much to Hazard. Hazard to Lambert. Evans tackles him. Key plays it up to Kennedy. Kennedy to Redmond. Still Redmond. Still Redmond. Into the area. Out of the area. Ball in. Colaccini knocks it out and then Cresswell clears it. But Redmond doing a lot of direct running at the defence today for Venda. Redmond corner. Van Dijk. Oh, just wide. Anya throw-in for Venda again. Kennedy. To Campbell. That's going to come to Kennedy again. Kennedy back to Anya. Anya plays it in. Redmond. Oh, keeper did very well. Redmond with the rebound. 2-1 to Venda. Redmond deserves that. He's looked very dangerous today. And Venda go 2-1 up against MontyPeculiar. Coleman thrown for Monty. Harrison Reed. Coleman plays it first time looking for Lambert. Finds him. Ball drops to Arnautovic now. Arnautovic very close to the touchline. No one really closing him down. Pitted to carry on. Cross comes in. Hazard over the bar. The Venda defence very slow to close down Arnautovic though. And at half time it's 2-1 to Venda. Second half starts. Reed plays it to Much for Monty. Much to Davis. Looks for Lambert. First time Doyley intercepts though. Controversially preferred to Zabaleta today. This is Kennedy. Cresswell throw-in for Monty. Lambert. Back to Cresswell. Infield to Reed. Reed to Lambert once more. Tackled by Doyley. Doyley hoofs it down the line. Intercepted by Cresswell to Much. To Reed for Monty. Now this is Davis. Davis to Lambert. Needs a runner. Wasn't one. Well wide. Colaccini. Arnautovic. Back to Coleman for Monty. Coleman looks for Lambert. Evans beats him in the air. Ball drops to Harrison Reed. He wallops it up for Lambert. Van Dijk heads it away. Kennedy flicks it on. But this is Much now. Much to Harrison Reed. Reed to Lambert. Needs a runner. No runner. So much like Bonusy, you've got a not terribly pacey centre forward getting the ball, but without much support. This is a Regi, and that could have... No, that's well wide. Did fear for the worst for a moment when Hart was so far away from his goal and gave the ball away cheaply. Van Dijk looks for Fellaini, but Davis sees it. Play was read well by Van Dijk though. Anya out to Campbell. Campbell against Coleman. Coleman and Arnautovic combine to muscle him out of the ball. This is Lambert. Not the quickest though. Yeah, well wide. Doyley throw-in. Cresswell. Doyley has it back for Venda. Infield to Fellaini. Fellaini to Kennedy. Kennedy over the bar. Fellaini. Kennedy. Joel Campbell. Comes in field. Still going. Finds Kennedy now. I think that took a deflection. That's going to be a corner. Redmond will take it. Van Dijk over the bar. Doyley throw-in. Van Dijk. Still Van Dijk. Out to Anya. Oh, Saka completely missed that. Origi's free. Terrible error by... Oh, Origi finishes. 3-1 to Venda. Origi's second game of the goal. Hideous error by Saka, the centre-back. Straight over his head. Origi still had to do a lot to finish though, but did so beautifully. Diouf replaces Kennedy for Venda. Redmond free kick. Van Dijk, oh, just wide in the end. Flamini replaces Key for Venda. Long replaces Lambert up front for MontyPeculiar. Coleman throw-in. Reed. Arnautovic. Yeah, Long's never going to get to that. That's easy for Van Dijk. Poor ball there. Forster. Looks for Fellaini. He wins it in the air and gives it to Diouf. Diouf to Origi. Tackle by Much. Oh, it's going to drop to Redmond. Oh, he scored! Didn't look like there was room. Redmond found the gap. That's Redmond's second of the game. Venda 4, MontyPeculiar 1. Richardson replaces Much MontyPeculiar in central midfield. Cresswell to Reed. This is Cresswell for Monty. Long. Finds Hazard. Keeper parries that. Out by Fellaini. Cresswell beat Redmond though, but now it's come out to Origi again. Sarko intercepts. Van Dijk heads clear. Origi flicks it on. Easy for Coleman. Coleman infield to Reed. Reed to Arnautovic on the right-hand flank. Arnautovic beats Anya. Still going. Gets the cross in. Long. Oh, good play by Arnautovic. Good finish by Long. It's now Venda 4, MontyPeculiar 2. Monty grab a goal back. And Richardson's got a knock. He's going to stay on. This is Diouf. Oh, Origi. Oh, it's gone in. That's a Origi hat-trick. Origi scores a hat-trick for Venda. They're winning 5 goals to 2. 7-goal thriller. Origi's had a game he'll be very proud of, I think. Just 2 minutes of injury time to go. Davis for Monty. Claimed well by Forster, though. Forster plays it long, and that's time. Venda 5, MontyPeculiar 2. Good stuff from Venda.